and welcome to If I Rule the World. I'm joined this week by 4 people pretending to be politicians, although you may have seen them last week on the Vanessa Feltz show pretending to be single mothers. This week, joining Graeme Garden on the blue team is Griff Rhys Jones, and on the red team with Jeremy Hardy is Will Self. All right, now we're going to start with a round called State of a Nation. We've asked our audience a series of questions, and our contestants have to guess or work out what the most popular answer to each question might be. Starting with you, Jeremy, we asked the audience this question: what picture would you like to see on a euro banknote?
I think most people would probably like to see a Spitfire.
Get
my vote, but...
Do you mean somebody spitting fire, or a...
No, any fixed-wing aircraft which so bravely defended this country during the Second World War.
You think that
against Germany,
yes.
I believe.
You think that captures the spirit of the euro,
I think so, I think so.
Oh. Well, let's see...
It's a different kind of unification, obviously, than the Germans had planned for, but...
Yeah. So let's see the picture you'd like to see on the euro banknote. Let's see what the audience voted for. A dove of peace, 60%. That beat Princess Di into second place. Spice Girls came third. For patriotic people like yourself, the pound sign got a mention, which I think would be a good one to have in the euro. The Queen got a mention, but she was beaten by a short head by a chimpanzee on a toilet.
No, this is not true. The Queen has never been beaten by a chimpanzee on a toilet.
So, Graeme, who's the biggest liar in the world? What do you think the audience answered to that?
Yes, what would this audience here select? They've probably forgotten O.J. Simpson. Saddam Hussein might have been popular at one. I think at the moment probably Bill Clinton is who they'll go for.
Mick Jagger must be entering the fray, mustn't he, really?
Right, not following on that one. So we're going to stick with your answer of Bill Clinton.
I'm not going to change my mind.
OK, Bill Clinton, let's see who the audience voted for. Who's the biggest liar in the world? Bill Clinton. Well done, Graeme. You mentioned Saddam Hussein. He was in 4th place, just beaten into 3rd place by Jonathan Aitken. But 2nd place is somebody whose name has been withheld for legal reasons. We mustn't mention his name. I can say he's an important businessman, but apparently he would sue the audience and us if we mention his name. Well, now, Griff, your question, or the question you have to deal with. What first attracted Sophie Rhys-Jones to Prince Edward?
What, you mean apart from his fiery gypsy sexuality? Well, I honestly have to say that I don't think this is any business of ours. So I'd like to talk about it for about an hour and a half.
Yes.
Now, first of all, I did want to say that I think that, as far as I'm concerned, it's a love thing, I should think. And obviously, he doesn't have any opinions on architecture, or indeed any opinions of any kind whatsoever, I should think, which is probably quite helpful.
Yes. So what are you going to settle on?
Well, I don't know, it's a difficult one. I think it's probably,
And she is family, isn't she?
Well, for you. Enough, we're not related.
Oh,
in fact,
really?
I have to say that, because in case anybody thought I was partisan here. So I could marry her myself, but no, I think it's love, I have to say. I think everybody would agree with me. It's probably...
But what attracted her to him?
A burning, passionate, mild affection.
Burning, passionate, mild affection. He's a prince. That just for the audience, that just edged out his fortune, and number 3, his charisma. A better answer, I thought, somebody came up. She is bored doing Crime Watch on the holiday programme. Or magnets in his pockets. That was another one. OK, Will, the question for you to answer for the audience, they were given, what happens when you die?
Yeah.
A deep question.
What happens when you die? Well, I don't know. I mean, whether the younger members of the audience are ready for these kind of revelations, but, you know, I think responsible leaders have to come up with the truth, and the truth is that you're eaten by your close relatives, and often ungarnished. But, I mean, you didn't...
Which constituency do you represent?
Stow on the Wold.
Oh, right.
You're eaten by your close relatives. That's the truth. I think that, though, that you probably think nothing.
Nothing. You think nothing
whatsoever.
Nothing happens when you die. Let's see what the audience voted. Nothing, you just die. So well done, Will. It's very good. Religious feelings were represented in the 2nd answer. You go to heaven, or number 3, you become an angel. Some people said you join the House of Lords. So well done, Will.